Bachelorette fan favorite Andrew S. is being called out after multiple misogynistic tweets resurfaced from his past. Hey guys, and welcome back to another Shared News from Home. We've got all the details you need to know about Andrew S. But before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you never miss out on any future videos. As always, I am your host, Zachary Reality, and things are not looking good for frontrunner Andrew S., as some things about his past have resurfaced, as they do on the internet. Now, Andrew S. is not the only one under fire right now for inappropriate tweets. Bachelorette co-star of his, Justin Glaze, is also in the hot seat for past tweets, but that doesn't make it any better because there are multiple tweets from Andrew S. from back 2015 all the way to 2016, where he is describing women in a very off-putting and disgusting way, referring to certain women's bodies as being overweight, to put it lightly, and so much more. Andrew is currently 26 on The Bachelorette, which means he was only a teenager when he tweeted these things. But does that make it okay? And why did he not delete the tweets before going on the show? I don't think it makes it okay, but I do think, in the benefit of the doubt, that a lot of teenage boys do not know how to respect women. But I think it's one thing to say things out loud to your friends, or maybe even just like in a public setting if you were young and stupid in school. And it's another thing to put those things on the internet. And I do believe a teenage boy should know better than that, than to tweet things that he should not be tweeting at the time. And another question I have for Andrew S. is, why did he not delete these tweets? Now, obviously, that would not make it any better. You tweeted these things in the first place, but I do believe ignorance is bliss. And after everything that has happened with Rachel Kirkconnell earlier this year, why didn't he or Justin or anyone else who goes on a reality show check their Twitter, check their social media, and make sure that they don't have anything controversial on there? Because things like this are going to come up. There are Bachelor Nation stans who are going to scroll down to the bottom of your Twitter and expose you. And that's exactly what happened to Andrew, but he was still wrong in the first place, and we do need to hold him accountable. And it goes from bad to cringy for fellow Bachelorette contestant, because in 2014, he tweeted, "Let me be the next Bachelor." He wrote with a smirk in March 2014. Andrew was one of those guys who gave Thomas a really hard time earlier in the season about being here for the wrong reasons, wanting to be the Bachelor, and now the proof is in the pudding that Andrew S. could actually have wanted to be the Bachelor the whole time. What were Andrew S.'s real intentions in coming on this show? We also know that Andrew has a cousin, Clay, who was on Becca Kufrin's season of The Bachelorette just a couple of years ago and on Paradise. So Andrew seems to be a big fan of the show, just like Hunter, and Andrew S. may have used his connections with Clay to get on the show. So was he plotting this all along? Does Andrew S. really want to be the next Bachelor? Or maybe he just tweeted that as a joke back in 2014, never expecting to get on the show. I think that it's very possible that Andrew S. could have been a frontrunner to be the next Bachelor, but now that there are these tweets out there, it's very unlikely that he will be the next Bachelor. But he is a contender right now for Katie's heart. He's definitely a frontrunner. We are down to 7 guys on the show right now, and Andrew S. could very well be in the top 4, possibly even the top 2. But now this is turning into a producer conversation, as many Bachelor Nation fans have been outraged after seeing these tweets from Andrew S. and Justin. And Bachelor fans are questioning producers and Bachelor casting for not doing their diligence, after repeatedly every season there is always a contestant who has ignorant and nasty tweets in some regards against a certain type of community out there. Bachelor fans are calling for producers to do their part and really look into contestants before casting them on the show. This seems like a repeated mistake that Bachelor producers or casting directors do every single season, and it really only happens on The Bachelor. It has happened on other shows, of course, but this is a repeated problem and mistake on The Bachelor. I'm not sure what it's going to take for the franchise to really look into everyone's social media and do those thorough background checks before casting them on this very popular ABC reality show. So I definitely think that we should hold the Bachelor casting producers accountable for not checking this, because we don't want to see this. We don't want to fall in love with Andrew S. on the show, or Justin, and see that they have these tweets out there that are just not good. They're just not appropriate. They're just nasty, wrong, misogynistic, ignorant in so many ways. And it's just really uncomfortable now to watch them on the show, knowing these things are out there, knowing they tweeted things. Obviously, we can give them maybe a little bit of a pass because they were young teenagers, but then they should have been able to be responsible enough to learn from their mistakes and delete those tweets in time before going on a reality show. So those are my overall thoughts on that, but I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Are you guys still a fan of Andrew S. after hearing these tweets? Do you need to look into them more? Are you giving him the benefit of the doubt? Do you want to hold him accountable? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and that is everything I have to share with you guys today. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell because I will be back with more Bachelorette news and updates soon. As always, I'm your host, Zachary Reality. My social media handle is on the screen right now. Be sure to follow me, say hello if you want to talk all things reality TV. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.